Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mohit Bhardwaj, and this vibrant hatchback that you see, it is the Citroen C3. Well, today I'll be telling you top 5 things about this car, wherein 3 will be the topmost positive attributes that the Citroen C3 has, and 2 negative attributes which we believe Citroen can sort out for sure. Well, let's kick things off. Design first, but before that, do not forget to do 3 things: like, share, and subscribe. In terms of aesthetics, the C3 looks dynamic and sharp, I would say. And this dual tone paint scheme, if you find it a little too tacky, well, there are 6 of them on offer and you can choose from that palette. Talking of styling, well, the front nose, it is sharp, and over to the side, the car looks chunky for sure. Move over towards the rear, you might find it a little too bland, but I guess the SUV-like element that you see in the form of this cladding, scuff plates on both the ends, and of course the roof rails, they make this hatchback stand apart. Well, it's time to talk about the second attribute, that is the interior. Well, that's a nice third, and so is this interior layout. We have a multi-tone dashboard layout over here with this neatly contoured center panel which accentuates all the way to the sides to house these fancy AC vents. On the center console, you have a large panoramic 10-inch touchscreen infotainment display. The steering wheel is nice and comes with steering mounted audio controls. Also, there's a lot of space to use. For example, you have a dedicated place to keep your phone, although there's no wireless charging on offer. You also get a lot of cup holders and other storage spaces inside this cabin. All in all, it looks fairly great and it is very spacious as well. As you can see, there's a lot of legroom, kneeroom and headroom for passengers on both the rows. Well, now it's time to move over to the third point. It's time to talk about the third point of Citroen C3. Well, it is its ride and handling. The car comes with great suspension, I should say, and it offers a flying carpet-like ride quality. That's what Citroen claims. But even on roads and in practical conditions, the ride quality that the C3 has on offer is impeccable. It holds on to the lines well, it can go on to the corners as well. The steering wheel, however, I don't feel is the most direct of all, and this gearbox is notchy, but the design of this gear lever is something I didn't like. It could have been more functional and rudimentary rather than this being a very fancy unit. But if you want a car that offers supple ride quality, this one certainly does. Well, F4 and F4 feature list, which I believe could have been longer and more expensive on the C3. Well, there are no power operated ORVMs and there's no wireless phone charging either on this car. There's no automatic climate control. There's no option of cruise control. In fact, you don't even get a manual dimming IRVM even on the top end trim of the Citroen C3. However, you do get enough and plenty of charging ports in this cabin, and the touchscreen is really nice for sure. But I believe Citroen could have added slightly more features to this car. At least a rear parking camera and a manual dimming IRVM. At least. Well, this one here is a 1.2 litre naturally aspirated motor that puts out roughly 82 horsepower and 115 Nm of max torque. Since this is a 3-cylinder architecture, there are certain vibrations during idling for sure. Once you get going, vibrations do settle down. And this one comes with a 5-speed manual gearbox which is slightly notchy. Also, the performance is not that fierce, I would say. Highways, I don't think this engine loves. Freeways, but in city it felt adequate. Also, it felt a little frugal to us, but if you want C3, buy it with the turbo trim. The Citroen C3 is a nice looking car. It has some road presence, the interior looks good and is spacious. However, it misses out on a certain features. The naturally aspirated motor is not that great a thing, I would say. But to sum this up, I think this car is very well priced, with prices starting from Rs 6 lakh and going up to Rs 8 lakhs. This particular trim with the NA petrol motor is Rs 7.15 lakh ex-showroom India. And that being said, it is neatly priced. So what do you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments below. Well, let me brief you with its rivals. It goes against the likes of Renault Kiger, Nissan Magnite, Tata Punch, and people do compare it with the Maruti Suzuki Swift and Ignis as well. Well, I think it is a strong contender in the market and in the segment, and I liked it for its styling. And with all of that, I, Mohit Bhardwaj, will now take a leave. Take care.